everybody, it's James with the Sawyer Family Reviews channel, here with your Wednesday update video with our comic book pickups for the week. Today is, I believe, July 18th, if I have my days right, 2018. These are the comics we picked up this week from Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio. Every week, I pick up the boys at least one comic each, and it seems like it's become more and more that I'm getting Gracie a comic also, even though she can't read yet. I also pick them up the cheapy True Believers reprints that Marvel does, and sometimes it's more than one book. This week, it's just True Believers in one book each, as you will see in just a second. The True Believers right now are focused on the Fantastic Four. These True Believers books by Marvel are great ways to get some old comics in kids' hands because they are only $1. Fantastic Four is what the focus is on True Believers right now because of the Fantastic Four comics getting kind of a relaunch. So that's what they're doing right now. There are 3 True Believers this time around. The first one is a reprint of Fantastic Four 209 by Marv Wolfman with John Byrne and Joe Sinnott as the illustrators. And this one is The Coming of Herbie. Herbie the Robot was on the Fantastic Four cartoon back in the 60s, replacing Human Torch, which the story goes they didn't want kids to let them set themselves on fire or something. And so they replaced him with Herbie the Robot. But I believe that theory has been disproven over the years. I can't remember for sure, though. So, yeah, that'll be fun. All right, next up is True Believers Fantastic Four by John Byrne. And this is Fantastic Four number 232, when John Byrne was both drawing and writing the book. Looks like it's Diablo in this issue. That's kind of cool to go back and see, you know, when John Byrne was at the top of his game, which he's still great. I'm not saying John Byrne isn't great. When he was reinvigorating a bunch of characters and books all on his own with both writing and drawing the books. All right, so there's that one. Next up is Fantastic Four by Walter Simonson. Again, another one where it's both written and drawn by one creator. I remember this book. I had this book as a kid. This was back when She-Thing was in... Sharon Ventura was the She-Thing, and Ben Grimm was actually Ben Grimm. This is, I think, not too long after the Thing series. I can't remember how far off it was from it. But at this point in time, it was She-Thing. All right, so there's all the True Believers. Next up is a Daredevil issue for Blaze because he didn't have any current books this week. We are just about caught up on this book. I'm really hoping I didn't double up here. I'm almost positive 602 was the last one he had, so 603 is the next one. Now that I'm looking at it through this viewfinder, though, I'm feeling like maybe I did get this one for him already. If it is, my comic shop will let me trade it out. But this continues. His Daredevil run he's really been enjoying by Charles Soule. Mike Henderson's the artist this time around, but all of them have very similar styles, thankfully. There's only been 1 or 2 issues where it's really seemed kind of off, but they all seem pretty close to that Ron Garney style that we really liked on a couple of these issues. So there's that. Next up are these 2 books, and these are a combo deal for Gracie and Keaton. There was no books for Keaton this week because really he's only getting Venom. And we've been watching a lot of Disney Afternoon lately. They love the DuckTales reboot. We just got those DuckTales figures, if you watch the other videos. And so Gracie had asked for a Darkwing Duck and a DuckTales. She said, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales. And Keaton was also wanting this, a Darkwing Duck. So I was like, well, I'll get a Darkwing Duck and a DuckTales, and you guys can each read them, and you can both check them out. So this Darkwing Duck issue, I've just been jumping around. Whatever issues I see in there, I've been grabbing. This one has Gizmo Duck in it, so they're really going to like that. Looks like it's Bushroot is the bad guy, maybe. This is fun, man. I used to love this cartoon. Launchpad, Gosalyn. Yeah, there's Bushroot. There's Tusker. What was his name? I can't remember his name. Steelbeak? Yeah, Steelbeak. Good stuff. And then last is DuckTales. That's by Joe Books Limited. And this DuckTales is by IDW, and this is their 10th issue on this. This is based on the DuckTales reboot. But this looks like it'll be fun. They really like this cartoon. So if the comic, which IDW does a good job in their licensed comics, if this is as good as the cartoon, they'll love it. So that is it. We've got DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Daredevil. Whoa, a lot of D titles. And then a bunch of F titles. So, this is what we picked up this week. Hopefully next week there'll be some more newer books that they're interested in. This week was kind of light on new books that they're digging on right now. As always, if you have any recommendations for books you would like us to check out, or if you have any feedback on any of these books, please leave a comment below. If you enjoy our videos, like, subscribe, and click notify. Until next Wednesday, I'll see you guys.